What's up, everybody? In this video today, we're going to be talking about the new 2023 loan limits, but don't think that it's a boring topic because we are going to, push it to the limit. Seriously, all corny jokes aside, what is that in the sky? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it Superman? No, it is the new conforming loan limits because they have increased, and we're super happy about this. So we're going to be talking about it in this video, as well as what it means for buyers in the market. Jake Fletcher here with the Fletcher Group at eXp Realty, your Miami real estate agent. And guys, I gotta say, over 90% of people who watch my channel don't subscribe, and I would love to get that down into the 80s at least. So if you don't subscribe, you've been checking out my videos and enjoying it, getting value from it, just do me a quick little favor and, raise the loan limit on that like button and the subscribe button, and maybe share the video with someone who you think might get some value out of it. So you might know that there's different loan limits that apply to single family homes and condos than apply to duplexes, triplexes, and fourplexes, okay? Also known, some people call them quadplexes. So in this video, we're gonna be covering all of that, as well as what the changes were from 2022 to 2023 and what it means for buyers in this market right now. So let's jump on into it. So every new year brings new conforming loan limits, which are designated by county. And today we're talking about my favorite county in the world, Miami-Dade. And by the way, these numbers are the same for Broward, Palm Beach County, and a ton of other Florida counties as well. So shout out to all those counties. I love you guys too. And I'll be dropping the link to check out what the loan limits are in your county in the description down below, so you can check on that if you'd like to, no matter what county you're in the entire country, okay? So even if you're not in Florida, you'll be able to figure it out just by going to the description down below, where you can also find all of my contact info and book a consultation with me for free on my Calendly. But aside from all that, first off, what even is a conforming loan limit, okay? Let's get some of the boring stuff out of the way. It's not boring, it's exciting, okay? But let's get some of the administrative stuff out of the way up front here. So the conforming loan limit is the dollar cap on the size of a mortgage that the Federal National Mortgage Association, also known colloquially as Fannie Mae, and the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation, aka Freddie Mac, will purchase or guarantee, okay? So mortgages that meet the criteria for backing by these two quasi-governmental agencies are known as conforming loans, okay? So the conforming loan limit is adjusted every single year to reflect changes in the average price of a home in the United States. And the average limit of that loan is set by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac's federal regulator, the Federal Housing Finance Agency, also called the FHFA, not to be confused with the FHA. We'll be talking about that in a bit. So with all that boring technical mumbo jumbo out of the way, here are the actual numbers from 2022 to 2023 for conforming loan limits for conventional loans in Miami-Dade County, and as I mentioned, a host of other counties in Florida. So for conventional loans, they increased by about 12.2% from 2022 to 2023. So those are as follows. For one unit or a single family home, townhome, condo, it went from $647,200 to $726,200, which was an increase of $79,000, okay? And spoiler alert, they all increased, like I mentioned before, so they're all gonna be increases of varying amounts, 12.2% each for this sector. So, for conventional loans at least. So for duplexes, 2-unit homes, you had $828,700 as your cap in 2022, and that went up to $929,850, which was an increase of $101,150. Pretty substantial. Now for 3 units or a triplex, it went from $1,001,650 to $1,123,900, which was an increase of $122,250. And finally, for 4 units, it went from $1,244,850 to $1,396,800, which was an increase of $151,950. okay? So that was all for conventional loans. And next up, we have the 2022 to 2023 changes in conforming loan limits for FHA loans in Miami-Dade and many other counties, which went up by 21.25%, roughly 9% more of an increase than conventional loans. So here those are. For one unit or single family condos, townhomes, it went from $460,000 to $557,750, which was an increase of $97,750. For 2-unit homes or duplexes, it went from $588,850 to $714,000 even, which was an increase of $125,150. For 3 units, it went from $711,800 to $863,100, which was an increase of $151,300. And finally, for 4-unit homes, it went from $884,600 in 2022 to $1,072,600 in 2023, which was an increase of $188,000. It's a lot of money, okay? So the obvious question that you might be asking yourself next is, well, do these increases make sense based on how much home prices have increased? Okay, because we've been hearing about how home prices have increased so much. Well, keep in mind that as of recently, median home prices have retraced a bit. So at the beginning of 2022, the median sale price for single family homes in Miami-Dade was $520,000, okay? And at the end of the year in 2022, the median sale price ended at $530,000. Now, I would give you the median sale price in January, but it's January 8th when I'm recording this. So giving you the January 2023 median sale price wouldn't really be a reliable number to give you guys because we're only a week into the month. So that $10,000 increase was equals a 2% increase, okay, basically year over year. I did another video on this. I did a December update a little bit back. I'll link that on the screen. How about right here? Let's try that out. And so you guys can check that out if you'd like. So the new loan limits for 2023 not only seem very adequate in their maximum purchase price because, a 2% increase versus 12.2%, that I would say that the increase of 12.2% and 21.25% respectively for conventional and FHA seem to be pretty generous, honestly, and leave room for people not to have to settle for the bottom of the barrel necessarily. And I mean, the FHA limit at $557,750 is kind of close to that number, the $530 median sale price. But hey, you got to start somewhere in real estate, and honestly, getting your foot in the door is that's the way to go. You want to get your foot in the door, and honestly, there's still a little bit of breathing room there. Anyways, I mean, at least about $27,000 worth of breathing room, so not too shabby. And for condos and townhomes, they started 2022 at $360,000 median sale price and ended the year at $373,000. So that's an increase of 3.6%. So again, comparing that 3.6% increase to the loan limit increase of 12.2 and then 21.25 respectively for conventional and FHA, it's a pretty similar story to single family homes. And honestly, the moral of the story in real estate continues to be time in the market is better than timing the market, okay? So just getting your foot in the door again, and starting to build that equity is almost always going to be the right call, assuming that you can afford it and assuming, of course, that it's the right property, okay? And you're not overpaying for it and, all that stuff. So as a side note here, for anyone who made it to the end of the video and who might be wondering, okay, well, conforming, that makes me think there must be unconforming, right? So yes, mortgages that exceed the conforming loan limits are known as non-conforming or jumbo mortgages, okay? And the interest rate on jumbo mortgages is almost always going to be higher than interest rates on conforming mortgages. So what people tend to do is something called a piggyback loan, or potentially even putting down more so that you don't have to get a jumbo mortgage, which is, the jumbo loans are going to have a higher rate because lenders prefer conforming mortgages, okay? So a borrower whose mortgage amount is slightly exceeding that conforming loan limit, usually, like I said, they're going to analyze the economics of reducing their loan size through putting down a larger down payment, or the secondary financing, that's like taking out 2 loans instead of 1 to qualify for a conforming mortgage, which is called a piggyback loan. So if you have any questions about this, or you're curious about what you can afford, or what your purchasing power is in this new year, in this market, 2023, it's all you. This is your year. I believe in you. So if you have any questions about that, reach out to me. All my contact info is down below, and I'd love to help you guys out. So Jake Fletcher here with the Fletcher Group at eXp Realty, your Miami real estate agent. And again, guys, if you made it this far, no reason not to subscribe. I'm bringing you guys value. I did a lot of math for this video, so at least hit me on the like button. Come on now. So appreciate you guys. Much love. Hope you're crushing it so far in 2023, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.